Hey everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I am so excited to show you today this fun and extremely simple idea that is actually branching off of some ugly papers turned pretty that we made the other day, and I'll put a link below to that video down in the description box. But basically we took some ugly scrapbook paper and we just played with it until it became prettier, and I just made 4 of them with you. And I decided to turn one of them into something. So I wanted to show you the somethings because it's pretty easy to do. So if you don't need to do this with your scrapbook paper ahead of time. You could do this with any paper, any like regular scrapbook paper. You didn't have to jazz it up, but I just had some ones that weren't as cute as I wanted them to be. So I just worked on their cuteness factor. So hope you like them. Let me show you what I did. So basically I turned them into, I'm going to call them large pockets, or not large pockets, large journal cards, or yeah, I'll just call them large journal cards. Okay, so each one of these, it was originally a full piece, and I had a little piece left over, or it was down here, I can't remember. So I used that to help decorate the back, create some things, and let me show you what we did here. I don't remember what is what. So, okay, so this is one where I made double pockets with the little leftover strips. I did go ahead and sew them, so that anchored the edges down really well. And I also went around and sewed the outside. You don't need to sew it, but if you're going to glue it, make sure you really pay attention when you're gluing down your edges so that everything is adhered well. And I thought that was just a pretty whimsical journal card on that side. When you turn it over, it houses some other little fun things. So these are, a lot of these are made from my DigiKits. You don't need to use DigiKits. You can use any images. You could use old tickets, old coupons. You could make little creative ones yourself, things like that. I'll try and put that video down below too. So anyway, these are, I believe this is from my Common Birds. And I just put a little stamp and ink the back of these so they all look the same on the back. But just something fun, an extra place for somebody to write. And I believe this is from, I want to say wallpaper or tapestries. I'll have to look it up and I'll put the right link below. And then I put one of the Common Birds on there as well. So just something fun. And okay, so that's one. And this is actually the first one I did. I made a bigger pocket, same concept where let me stop moving around, sorry. I did sew it around. I didn't sew it to the paper. I glued it to the paper in a U-shaped glue. And then I put this is a Birds black and white. And just a little bit of washi on the back because I cleared up my washi area and I am now getting to use it. And it's actually functioning. So thumbs up, it is working. I'm actually able to leave the washi rolls in the drawer and pull out a piece, tear it off. We'll see how long it lasts. I'll keep you posted. But so far, so good. Okay, so what else do we have here? Then there's this guy. Oh, I decided to put a photograph on the back. So this could be like a cabinet card or something like that, or a faux cabinet card with a Victorian person, Victorian people. That's from my DigiKit. Again, you could use any picture. You could use a real photo from your family, something like that, or a picture from a book, something like that. And I just used an extra little strip from the edge cutting of the scrapbook paper from turning ugly to pretty, and this is a piece of bed sheet with a stamp on it, and just a little fabric cluster up here in the corner. So just different ideas, different fun things you can do. This one I put the word always on the front, and then on the back, this is an old, it's a reproduction of a letter from 1877, and it just happens to fit perfectly on the back. So I thought that was kind of cool. And what I did was, this is from Handwritten Letters, the DigiKit, and I just crinkled up the paper and then lightly rubbed my dauber over the top where the wrinkles were. So that's how I did that. So I'm going to make some of these with you guys today. It's a lot of fun. These are easy, simple projects anybody can do, and let's get to it. Okay, so I thought maybe we play with, I don't know, this one, that one, this one, this one. How about this one? All right, this is kind of a different one. Let's work with this one. So let me put these guys over here. So I tried to use up stuff that I had, scrap some things around. So I took this original paper and I turned it upside down, and then I grabbed, I had this cover from a columnar pad, a ledger pad, and I thought that cover is a good thickness for a larger journal card. So I thought I would just glue the cover down to here. So let me go ahead and just, oops, not do that. All right, let me just cut it off. Okay, here we go. I think I might do a little better. I'm going to turn it over so that gets glued on that side, but just so I get a nice edge there, I think I'm going to take a craft knife and just give myself a nice edge. Maybe I'll take off these circles. That's probably a good idea. All right, can you see? Yeah, okay. So any cardboard will do. Thin cardboard would be best. Thin chipboard would be good. Cardstock would work. Doubling up some regular paper would work. Just depends on how much work you want to do with it. So I went ahead and I just glued it down. I put the colored side down because this was pretty opaque, hard to see through, so I decided to glue it down like that. All right, and what I did was, since I was going to sew it, I used some of my, like not my favorite Scotch Crate glue sticks, but I used some Yoo-Hoo sticks and I'm trying to use that because I just want this for anchoring down purposes and just to kind of keep it in one place while I'm sewing. So just basics here, nothing too crazy pants. And I got to show you something. I got to show you someone. Hold on. I got one of those little snuggle dens and he loves it. Oh, I'm so excited. I think he is too. Yep. How cute is that? Okay, we're back. Little puppy interlude there. Okay, so I'm just lining this up, popping it down, pretty easy to do. Then I'm just gonna, well, I'll just do it while I'm here. I'll just cut this off. I won't go to my guillotine. I'll hang out with you guys. All right, here we go. Okay. And so come right off. Okay, we have extra paper we can use for edging or making pockets, things like that. And this is what we have. Oh, we had a little bluebird happen here. This got a little tear. So I'll just go ahead and repair that. Like there's no problem. Maybe I'll use some Fabrifix here. Just a little bit there. Straighten that out. My knife is probably not as sharp as it needs to be. If it's sharp, it probably means you need to break off one of these and get to a sharper piece, but I didn't get there. No, you didn't. All right. So we'll just trim that up and we're off and running. Okay, we're good. All right, so you see how the edges are already coming up? Well, that's going to all be fixed by the sewing. So those of you I haven't converted, and I know there's probably 3 left of you out there, still working on you, that sewing's awesome when it comes to junk journals. Absolutely not mandatory. You don't have to do it. I just love to tease you. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this into 4. I'll just do it. We'll use this thing. Is that the middle? I guess it doesn't really matter if they're exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the halfway. And a little bit more. Okay, that's good. And then we'll cut these two this way in half. And this, can you see? No, just trust me here. Just measuring how I think it's probably 11. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to do 5.5. Will give us the same shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 is there. Not taking my eye off that, knocking the glue over, but still have my eye on the spot. That's okay. There. Okay. I know you can't see the spots very well because they're covered with everything and rubbed off with all the things I tried to clean this with. But you can still see their faint little lives there. All right, so now, hang on, I'm going to swing you around. Okay, now I'm just going to sew these around, and I'm just going to use a zigzag stitch because that's going to help me grab the edge. And this sews pretty fast. If you make your stitches longer, it sews even faster. I've got white and blue here right now. That's just what's in the machine. I'm just rolling with it. I think it complements the project pretty well. I think that's good. And coming down the home stretch. Almost. The second last home stretch. And now home stretch. Oh, I feel like, no. Is it going? Yeah, it's sewing. A little back stitch because it's thick enough. I thought I felt like something wasn't right. What happened? This guy like passed out on me, the upper string. All right, it happens. Okay, so we lift you up and then we tuck you back here and then we rethread. Let's lift you up higher. Tuck you back here, rethread. Okay, we're rethread. I want to show you how to do these things in case they happen to you so you know it's not that bad to get back into it. They just go, and you hope everything's going good this time. I think it is. You do get a feel for the machine if it's not sewing. It almost tells you, hey, I'm not sewing. There's no thread in here, because it just feels different. It's hard to describe. But there. So we have that sewn around the edges, and I will take you back over there, but I will sew these. You don't have to watch me sew those. I think you get it. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's get you all organized. Okay, so I did go ahead, and let me back up a little bit. I did go ahead and sew all around the edges, so they are all sewn, and the backs look pretty good. The thing was pretty clean on the inside, so I could either I could have covered this with coffee dye paper or something, but I thought, nah, just let me leave it just plain and white, and we'll work with contrast on this baby. Yeah, but I did think the fronts of these could use a little pizzazz, like bring them into their own, and I decided to grab some evergreen bough, some broken china, and some worn lipstick oxide inks, and I thought we would just go around the outsides because I think that will help them pop a little bit more. Let's see how it goes. These old ratty-tatty inks I have. Do your business. Do your business. Are you still there? Are you still with me? Come on. It is enhancing the border. I think because of the whatchamaface, the distress, the other thing, the gelatos I used, here it repels a little bit, but here where it was covered with gesso, it grabs. So the gesso grabs ink and a pencil and things like that. Obviously a waxy surface will repel more, but I think that looks kind of cool, huh? I think so. Okay, so that's a pink one. Let's do a blue one, see what we get. Blue is usually pretty intense. It's a good intense color here. I guess there's gold paint here, which is repelling a little bit, but not bad. I'm still getting some color grab. And here where there's more gesso, lots of color grab. There we go. So things can be changed colors very easily. Not a problem. Okay, here's a evergreen bough, which is kind of a teal, greeny with little blue in there. All right, since you've got a little blue already, we'll just go with you. Okay, I think I have more forest moss on here than evergreen bough, but that's good too. Green is good. All right, I just think that makes them look kind of cute. So here we have 3 that have been colored, and this one is not colored, so let's just do that last one. What? You want me to do vintage photo or walnut stain? Were you crazy? You crazy guys, you're just so wild and dangerous today. Look at you all fancy pants using the brown and all. Okay, I'll get one. Can't find the brown dauber. Where is it? Is it out? It might be out. Here it is. Yep, it's out. Okay. Cover your pads, Pam. Cover your pads. Okay. It's probably why they're all dried out. I leave everything open. Bad habit. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now the walnut stain is, I think, there might be darker browns in other things, but it's the darkest brown I have. Maybe ground espresso might be darker. There might be other darker ones, but I'm not sure. But this is the darkest one I have. It's lasted a long time. I get refills for it and just re-ink it. Okay, so there we go. All right, all pretty, all different. How cool is that? Yeah. All right. So what can we do? Let's see. The first one I built was like this. So let's make one of these guys. Very easy to do. It's just one big pocket. And what do I have left over? I have all this left over. So I can make small pockets out of that. I can make a strip out of that. Let's do the blue one. Okay. All right. Hello, blue one. And you are a little wide, but that's okay. It's all right. Let me just cut a piece off. And we will build a pocket. All right, this pocket's probably 2.5. Where's the other dot? There it is. 2.5 inches. Is that right? That doesn't look right. That looks righter. Okay. That's where I'll probably want to switch to the new mat because I can't see the dots anymore. That'll get me in the long run. And I'm just going to go ahead and sew a zigzag around this. Okay, so there I did just a zigzag around it. The zigzag is not mandatory, but what the zigzag does do is it increases the strength of your paper, especially where the edge is. If people are pulling things in and out of a pocket, it's going to be a little stronger here. The whole thing is a little sturdier because of all the thread. And if you find that you're not sewing and you don't want to sew, but you want to increase the strength of this, I would recommend like just grabbing another piece of paper and backing it onto that and maybe cutting it out and gluing those two together and then glue the U shape down on the back of your thing. And where's the thing? We're going to do the blue one, right? Oh, did I do it narrow enough? Probably not. Okay, let me fix that. Okay, this is how we fix it in Crafty Land. Come along here and we cut a piece off. And then I got to sew it again because I made a boo-boo. Okay, here we go. Okay, back to the machine. Back I go. That's how it happens. Okay, I'm back. So I sewed down there. And now I'm just deciding whether I want to ink. I could have actually cut off more than that, but we'll just say that's good. I am going to just blue this up a little bit more so it's going to pop a little bit more against this creamy white background of the columnar pad cover. So you can use what you have on around. Don't be afraid to look at packaging and things like that. There's lots of possibilities in there. All right, so I'm going to put that there. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to use Fabrifix. You could use any glue here. It doesn't matter. Just paper to paper, not a huge stronghold or anything. It has to be just something that'll anchor it down. Might have to wait a little longer with the wet white glue if you're going to use that to grab hold and dry, but that's fine. All right, there we go. So we have our pocket, and now we just need a card to put inside. So I have some of these guys, and I could put one of these guys in. How about we do that? How about we put in, yeah, you might fit. Might you fit? It might be snug. We'll see. You'll definitely fit. We've got a little white guy. He's cute. All right, let me go put you in. All right, this little Twitter bird here. All right, I'm going to try and do this old school. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sweating nervous here. Cutting straight lines. Very scary stuff for me. Okay, we'll see how we do. Not bad. Not bad in the world of things. You know, some folks are really good at that. Me, not so much. Hey, you know it's inauthentic for me if it's cockeyed. Isn't that the truth? Okay, let's give it a little emphasis, and maybe we'll do that in brown just to, you know, keep it with the soft. This is a black and white bird from the Bird Black and White collection. And let's say I did this on a thin cardstock, so it's stiff enough already to be used as a little journal card. But if not, you can always back it with something and make it a little stronger if you printed it out on copy paper. And I don't know, I think I'm just going to put the word angel back here because that little bird seems like just like a little angel. All right, there we go. Just a little prompt to get somebody going. There we go. Well, maybe you want to put, I think I'm going to tuck it in here. Whoop, let me take you a little closer. I'm going to tuck it in here. I'm going to decorate it and let it dry in there. So this is, what is this? This is Nouveau Drops. This is bright gold color. Okay. And there's some gold here, so I thought I would just play with a little bit more gold. And maybe I'll put some goldy dots on the ends of the branches. Yeah, that kind of looks cute. They're kind of like little leftover leaves, or they could be, I don't know. Yeah, little leftover leaves from the fall. Okay, there we go. There, I'm not gonna put anything deeper because it's gonna get dotted. All right, so we have one completed. Yay, look at us go. All right, now I could do something more here, but since I have that, I'm gonna let that dry right now and move on to the next one. Okay, we'll do another one. So the second one is a double pocket, which I think you pretty much can get the concept. I think I took like this piece and I just cut this piece and this, and then I just made two pockets, basically the same concept. And then I just tucked smaller things in it. So you'd have some variety and that type of thing. But what I will show you is maybe the cabinet card one. Let's make one of those, and let's say maybe the brown one. It's very serious. The brown. Oh, very serious. Okay. So we will go ahead and put our cabinet card down. So I've got Victorian people here. And let me back up a little bit for you. How about this lovely lady? Yeah, I think she's, oh, how about her? She's kind of nice. They're all nice. You're all nice people. I'm sure you lead wonderful lives. You're absolutely exemplary members of the, local community. Right? Right? All right, we'll use you because you're right here on the edge. And we'll make a pretty cabinet card out of you. And I feel like, okay, so let's use the little bit of what we had. I used a strip. So I'm just going to use a strip. I'm going to tear and then glue. Okay, should I tear the edges? Maybe, huh? Yeah, let me just tear this in half, and then I'll have two torn edges, and I can work with that. That'll come in handy later down the road. Okay, put that there. Tear you off. Maybe ink you up a little bit. Give it the old look. That'll go behind the picture, but I feel like I want to do a little material or something as well. Hang on. Okay, I found a couple things. I changed course and I found this piece of an old letter. And I thought it would be nice to put here. I think I'm going to rip the edge. It's an actual real old letter, so part of me doesn't want to cover it up. But part of me does, because I want to put her picture on it so we feel like somehow she's related to the letter. So I could do a couple things, and I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this a little thinner, and then I'm going to put her on top, and I'm going to make her a little swinging door so that you can look behind her to see what the letter is all about. And I think this letter is in English. Not 100% sure. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Let me just ink up the edge of this letter. And I'm going to do a crinkle. Here we go. Oh, I'm on super small, sorry. There we go. Okay, so I got that. And what I do is I just take this and I rub on the edges of the letter that are on the written side. And that way I get enough of this stuff. If not enough, I can wrinkle it again. But I get some wrinkles where it might have been shoved into a pocket somewhere. Looking kind of cool, right? Okay. And let me go ahead and glue that down. All right, so this was such a, I don't know, these old letters, there's just something so special about them. That's like really reaching back in time and touching another life, a life gone by, a life, who knows where it led, what they experienced, what wonderful things, what, joys, sorrows, tragedies, happinesses, so many wonderful things that are involved in a life. Okay, so I'd like to put her there. Need to emphasize her edge. Let's do that in black. Let's do that in black because that will pop more. Come here. Got to give you a name. Clarice. Okay, that sounds old. All right, Clarice, you're going down here. Vignette you a little bit. Make it look cabinet cardy. Okay. I should probably have like Schuster and Brookstein or something there in the corner showing the photographer, but I don't have that, so I'm going to grab a piece of my washi tape. Yes, I'm grabbing a piece of my washi tape. Let's see how this goes. Grabbing it. Okay. Isolating one roll. Pulling. Oh, trying to find the end. Okay, found it. Pulling and tearing. I think I need two pieces. Tearing another piece. Okay, that wasn't bad. Okay, it was actually possible to do. Okay, so let me try this. I'm going to put this here. And that. Let me see. That. There. Like, you could totally just leave it like that because the person can come along and do that. But I'm going to put a little reinforcement piece here. You know what I really should have done? And this is probably a good tip. If you probably know this already, but if you don't, just run the fabric or the washi tape across your glue stick. It will just give it that little extra ability to hang on. And it will be more secure, so you won't be losing little pieces of paper and stuff in your journals. It's good to take the time to do that. Now you could also back this picture with another piece of board or something like that, or a little stiffer piece of paper so it's a little thicker. But I think for our purposes right now, it's working really good. I think I'm just going to make it a little dirtier looking on the back. And now, she was a big believer in lime water. And so I'm going to add this old vintage lime water apothecary label. I do have a DigiKit with those on it, but you can also get these, if you look around in old estates and stuff like that, you will find these as well. I'll put it like this, lime water. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, we got that. We got that. All right, I'm liking that. I think that looks good. And I think what I'm just going to come in with the big fancy foo finish and pretend like this is fancier than it is. And I'm just going to put some basic rivets with the same, what's that, some kind of gold, bright gold or something here? Yeah, just in the corners of this picture to make it look a little more substancy. I'll put some down here too because I'm here. Once I get going with the stuff, I can't stop it. Okay, what, you want those in the corner too? Okay. I heard you. 1, 2. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. 3, 4. Okay. There we go. So just, goofing around, play stuff. All right, so we have that. And we have, don't touch it. Don't touch it, Pam. Yep, safe. That. I would probably put something else there, but I don't know what yet. I have to let it dry. Okay, so we did 2. Can we make 3? Oh, I'm going to be close. Okay, let's see. All right, let's just we'll do something different that hasn't been done yet. Okay, we'll do this one. We will grab this. You could anything will work here, but I think these are pretty. And these are tapestries and or wallpaper. I'm not sure. One of those kits, but these can be used as pockets as well, for quick little tucks and things like that, which can be really cute. If you don't quite get all the white off, just come along with some brown or black, and that will hue it in, and you don't have to cut so much. Yeah. And maybe you want to do this little thing because you have your 1-inch circle punch, and you just want to come along and do that and let the person know that that's a little something that they can do because there's something to be removed from there. And I'm going to go over that with a little black. Okay. All right. All right, we can put this here. That looks very pretty, doesn't it? That would actually look pretty cool in the front. Yeah, I kind of like that. Huh. How about that, huh? Let's do that. That's just different. Okay, we're going off the map right now. We're just creating on the fly and seeing where it takes us. Okay, so here we go. This guy here. So this is all in the name of masking what was originally on this page because the scrapbook paper, because we weren't that excited about it to begin with, but now we're a lot more excited about it. And maybe we also want to put something on the back. What, you want to put another one of these? We could do that. Now maybe you should use what you have, like more of that, but we already did that, so let's do this. Okay, so we'll put one of these on here. This is pretty. Here, we'll put this one on. Okay. And we'll tuck somebody in there. And we'll tuck somebody in front too. And we'll be super tucked. I should cut my little circle. That's up. So these are fun, simple, easy projects you can do. You don't need tons of tools. You don't have to sew these. These can be done without sewing. Just use your glue well and just make sure you get your edges down. But consider the sewing and maybe this is the year you're going to trot down to your Goodwill and buy one of those $20 used ones and you're going to go on YouTube and YouTube it and find out how to actually thread that machine and load that bobbin, wind that bobbin of your machine type, and you'll have somebody who you can rewind it and watch it over and over again, and you watch it a few times, you'll figure it out. It's not that hard. But I think you're going to find that it's a super tool in the junk journal world. Okay, that was pretty easy, right? So maybe here, do we want to put a birdie card? What do we want to do? What do we want to put? What do we want to put? Hang on. Okay, wrapping it up here, I found some butterflies number 2 from my butterfly number 2 set. Just cut out some of these, and yes, I think they're going to fit, and I'm just going to round the edges. I think they'll just be more comfy to grab. And you can go ahead and ink those, and I think that looks kind of cute on the front, and we're going to kind of do something fun like that on the back too. More butterflies. You could do something different. Yeah, I'll stick that one there, and maybe this little guy here. So if you found fun here or value, please like, subscribe, and share, and click the notification bell and all that fun stuff. And I'm just going to keep decorating while I'm yakking. But I really hope you guys did have fun. I want you guys to have as much fun as possible, especially in the up and coming year. Let's really take it on. No matter what life throws at us, we are going to have fun. Nobody is going to rob us or steal us of our fun, because there's enough time for all the other stuff. So let's make sure we get our fun involved. So I think I'm maybe going to put the word flow there. That might look kind of cool, right? And so commitment to fun in the up and coming year coming. If you're looking for any of the tools, stuff I use, check out my Amazon store. All my links are down below. I've got an Etsy store with vintage digital kits, as well as an occasional journal or gift bundles, things like that. I've got a free monthly email newsletter. You get a free digital image emailed to you monthly with a checklist of supplies and a note from the bookmaker. My videos come out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And my podcasts come out Tuesday and Thursday. And should we put another word on there? Yeah, why not? Okay, I better talk faster. Okay, I have a Facebook group. Come and join the Facebook group. We're doing weekly and monthly challenges, as well as you can just put up things that you get inspired by watching the videos and you want to show us what you're making. I think that's really cool. We're all focused on creating over there. So jump on over, answer those 4 goofy questions, and you should be in like Flynn. And it's called the Paper Outpost FB group. And remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everyone. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. See you next time.